Namaste, bhai Haru. Are you okay? Yes, good. I'm going to teach you dot dot dot. Could you guess what I'm going to teach you? What it might be? Yes, past perfect tense. Okay. You will learn today past perfect tense. Okay. Before I'm going to tell you about past perfect tense in detail, I'm going to show you a text. Here is the text. Okay. First, let me read it. When I reached home, it had been very late. So when I entered my children's room to say good night, they had slept. I had lots of work to finish at the office. That is why I had to go to office earlier tomorrow. When my children got off, I had left home. This way, I could not give time for them for a week. I felt so sorry for them. My eyes filled with tears. I missed them very much. So I decided to take a leave for some days and go somewhere with them. Before I took a leave, I had told my husband about my plan. He became so happy and hugged me after he had heard my plan. Okay. In this text, you can find two types of tenses. Okay. What they might be. Could you guess? Guess what they can be? Yes, they are simple past and past perfect. Okay. Under simple past, these are the sentences. Okay. Here, all the verbs are in verb two. Okay. That means second form of the verb. For example, reached, entered, got, felt, filled, decided, became, have. Become, became, become. Became is the second form of the verb. So in simple past, we use second form of the verb. That means verb to. Okay. Past perfect, these are the sentences. Okay, here. It had been very late. Had is the past, sorry, had is the helping verb and been is the past participle. Okay. Past participle is called verb three. That means third form of the verb. For example, be is be. Been is third form of the verb. In the same way, they had slept. Had is the helping verb and slept is the third form of the verb. That is called past participle. Sleep, slept, slept, slept. Okay. Here I had left home. Had helping verb. Left is what? Third form of the verb. What is the verb one of left? Yes, leave. Okay, leave, left, left. So this is third form. Third form is called past participle. Remember. Okay, next sentence. I had told my husband about my plan and he had heard my plan. Okay, so here also here, heard. Heard is the third form of the verb. Okay, so now guess what can be the structure of past perfect tense? How you form the sentence of past perfect tense. What elements are needed to form past perfect tense? Tell me. Yes. Subject, had, past participle, dot, dot. Dot, dot means your other elements of the sentence. Okay. So this is the structure of past perfect tense. Okay. You can see other examples of also here. They had read that book. She had read that book. You had read that book. We had read that book. She had read that book. He had read that book. Okay. They, she, you, we, they are what? They are what they are subject. Okay. Had is helping verb, right? And read is third form of the verb that is called past participle. Read, read, read. Okay, so we can express these sentences by using contraction also. Contraction means short form of the word. For example, here, they'd read that book. They'd means here they had. They had contracted form is did. Okay. Sid read that book. He had. You'd read that book. You had. We'd read that book. We had. She'd read that book. She had. He'd read that book. He had. Okay. So by using contraction also, we can express these sentences. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, negative of past perfect. Here you will learn how to make negative of the past perfect tense. Okay. For example, I want to show you the examples here. Examples are they had not read that book. They hadn't read that book. She had not read that book. She hadn't read that book. You had not read that book. You hadn't read that book. We had not read that book. We hadn't read that book. He had not read that book. He hadn't read that book. He had not read that book. He hadn't read that. Here also hadn't is contraction. Contraction is used here. That means contracted form of the of. Okay. What is the structure here? Negative of past perfect. First, what comes? Subject. Okay. What are the subject here? They, see, you, we. They are the subject. Had not or hadn't. Okay. You can say in two ways, using contraction without using contraction. Okay. So had not past participle or hadn't. So in two ways you can make, right? And in another way also you can say here, did not read that book, did not read that book, you'd not read that book, we'd not read that, did not read that book, did not read that book. Here contraction is used with the they plus had. Okay, they plus had. Contracted form is they. Okay, C plus had. Its contracted form is C. You plus had. Its contraction is you. Okay, with we plus had. Its contracted form is we. Okay, so by using contraction without using contraction, you can say, right? Okay. Here, now you will learn here, yes, the questions of the past perfect. Okay. Here also you will see first example. Okay. Had they read that book? Had you read that book? Had I read that book? Had we read that book? Had she read that book? Had he read that book? Okay. Uh, Subject is reverse here. Okay. Subject has uh, come after helping verb. So helping verb comes first. Okay, had has come first here. Had is used first in the beginning of the sentence. After that, subject, then past participle. Okay, so what is the structure? Had plus subject plus past participle plus object or other elements of the sentence. Okay. Okay. Next here, let's do some practices here. Okay. Make 5 sentences on the basis of following structure. Now make the sentences on this structure, okay? Okay, in this structure, you can use, you can make sentences, 5 sentences. Okay, now try to make, yes. My mom had told me a story. Next, they had learned English. Okay, good. We had played football. Yes, right? She had cooked. Good. And Ramu had lived in Kathmandu. Okay, these are the sentences on the basis of subject, had, past participle. They are called past perfect tense. Okay. Another one is now change the following sentences into negative and yes no questions. Okay. Here he had left his home. What is the negative of the sentence? Okay, he had not left his home. Yes, good. Now, yes to question. What can be the yes to question of he had left his home? Yes. Had he left his home? Good. Okay, now next sentence. He had helped me. What is the negative? Yes, he had not helped me. Yes. And then question. Has he helped me? Okay, good. His brother has sold his car. What is the negative? His brother had not sold his car. Good. And yes, the question, had his brother sold his car? Good. Okay. I hope you know, uh, you are clear about past perfect. Here you learned structure of past perfect, that means how to form past perfect tense and its negative, and the no questions of the past perfect tense. Okay. In next class, you will learn when to use past perfect tense, right? So this much today. Thank you so much for this class, okay? And if you like this video, if you like this class, you can subscribe, like, share, and comment.